Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dear viewers, please stay tuned to the English News Bulletin on the Nam Province Essential Television Channel. In response to Super Typhoon number 3, several provinces have strictly enforced sea bans. As of September 6th, provinces such as Quảng Ninh, Thanh Hóa, Nghệ An, Nam Định, Thái Bình, and others have issued sea bans and completed the process of calling thousands of fishing boats back to safe shelters. These boats have been arranged to prevent collision and sinking at anchorage points. These localities have also strictly prohibited boats and ships from setting out to sea and have halted agriculture and fishing activities to ensure the safety of reservoirs and dams. With rainfall from Super Typhoon number 3 predicted to be between 150 300 mm in the northern and northern Delta region from September 7th to 8th, approximately 15,000 to 20,000 hectares of agricultural land in the provinces of Nam Định, Thái Bình, Ninh Bình, Hải Phòng, and Quảng Ninh are expected to be inundated. Meanwhile, as this period coincides with the near tide in the coastal areas, the drainage of water from irrigation system will face challenges. The Department of Water Resources, under the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, has requested that localities in northern and north-central region and units operating irrigation works urgently operate the drainage system within their networks to mitigate the impact of flooding. The Department of Water Resources is also collaborating with scientific units to closely monitor the developments of rain and floods to provide advisory solutions for the operation of large reservoirs managed directly by Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. This is to ensure the safety of the infrastructure, the downstream areas of dams, and the water storage for production and people's livelihoods. According to the Ministry of Labor, Environment and Social Affairs, the situation of social insurance debts and delayed payments is occurring in many enterprises and localities, and the debt ratio continues to show an upward trend. It's noteworthy when enterprises are in debt for mandatory social insurance payments, workers will be significantly affected in terms of benefits when they are sick on maternity leave, have work-related accidents, or become unemployed. Difficulty in orders, a sharp decline in revenue, have led many enterprises to delay paying social insurance and health insurance for workers. Notably, when enterprises are more than 30 days overdue on health insurance payments, workers' health insurance cards will become invalid. In this case, workers will not be entitled to health insurance benefits when seeking medical treatment. From January 1st, 2025, the amended law on social insurance 2024 will come into effect. Accordingly, not only the act of evading social insurance payments will be subject to criminal prosecution, but also enterprises that do not pay social insurance for workers, pay insufficiently, or pay late may be held criminally liable if they meet the elements of a crime as described by law. The more debt, the greater impact on the rights of workers. On September 6th, the Nam Provincial Boards Committee held a conference to implement documents regulating land inventory, training on land inventory, mapping the current status of land use in 2024 in the Nam Province. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Võ Văn Phi, Vice Chairman of the Nam Provincial Boards Committee and head of 2024 the Nam Provincial Land Inventory Steering Committee, he after referred to as Steering Committee, stated that land inventory is stipulated in the 2024 Land Law. In accordance with this policy and regulation, the Provincial Boards Committee has issued a limitation plan and a decision to establish the Steering Committee. Vice Chairman Võ Phi requested the Department of Natural Resources and Environment of Đồng Nai to clarify the contents, methods, and authority at each level to ensure localities comply with requirements properly. The conference listened to the Department of Natural Resources and Environment present the content of decision number 286, dated August 23, 2024, of the People's Committee of Nam Province on implementing land inventory and mapping the current status of land use in the Nam Province in 2024. And listened to the Provincial Land Registration Office present Circular number 8, dated July 31, 2024, of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, which stipulates the scope indicators and system of statistical and inventory forms for land, regulation on mapping the current status of land use, and a time for compiling reports. On September 6th, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban stated that his visit to Russia and Ukraine indicates that reaching a ceasefire at this moment is not feasible. Speaking at a conference in the city of Sinope, Italy, Orban mentioned that his visit to Kiev and Moscow earlier this year, which were criticized by some of his partners in the European Union (EU), led him to the conclusion that neither side intends to reach a ceasefire at this time. However, the Hungarian leader emphasized the necessity for Europe to open lines of communication with both sides to end the conflict in Ukraine. In his statement yesterday, he also suggested that EU should focus on closer cooperation regarding the market and defense rather than political issues. He said there is essential questions to which we don't have common answer, such as war and peace, migration, gender, and etc. According to him, if the EU is forced to address the issue together, it will disintegrate. On September 6th, a United Nations fact-finding mission released a report saying that both sides in the civil war in Sudan, which erupted in April last year, have committed acts that could constitute war crimes. The report is based on 182 interviews with survivors, relatives of those who were killed, and witnesses. It indicates that Sudanese army and paramilitary rapid support forces have been involved in acts such as forced displacement and attacks on civilians, torture, and arbitrary detention. Speaking to media, Mohammed Chandi Othman, the head of the United Nations mission, called for the immediate deployment of peacekeeping forces to Sudan. The mission also urged an expansion of the United Nations arms embargo on Sudan, which currently applies only to the western region of Darfur. Dear viewers, you have just watched the English news on the Central Television Channel of Night Province. Goodbye and see you again.